Ground is ready enough that we can go do some soybeans. She just fits down the road. Hello from Delmarva. Welcome back to Shorebilly Farmer. I don't care how big you build your shed, it just needs to be a little bit bigger all the time. I'm scared that if we put new tires on this machine, it might not fit through that door anymore. All right, we're all greased. And now it's time to spiffy up the windows a little bit. And we'll be done. One of my biggest pet peeves is dirty windows. So you're gonna see a lot of window cleaning on this channel. All right, we're cutting beans, the last 11 acres, which it's very muddy. I've already run through a couple ruts, created a couple ruts, I should say, on the other side of the field over there. You know, these are just standard soybeans. I didn't expect too much out of them in this field. They didn't get rain, and then they got drowned out. They went without rain for a long time, and then we got too much rain. And the deer are really bad back here. And I'm fighting the mud right now. I can feel the combine slipping a little bit. So at least we're cutting. Hopefully, well, we'll get this field done today, and then that'll wrap up soybeans for us for the year. Cutting right along 4 miles an hour, but beans ain't doing but about maybe 20, 25 bushel to the acre. So one of the things we deal with here on the Eastern Shore, besides the tourists, is the abundance of development that we have in this area. And a lot of our fields have become cut up. What used to be big farms have been subdivided down now, and neighborhoods all around them. And the fields keep getting smaller and smaller, less and less, and they get further and further spread out. So like, for instance, out west, you've got a single field, might be 150, 200 acres. You're hard pressed to find that around here. Most of the fields around this area range anywhere between 10 and maybe 30, 40 acres. There are some larger parcels, upwards of 100, but they're very few and far between. Like us, we farm in 7 different locations, and our smallest field is about 2.5 acres. So it's just one of the things we deal with. A lot of going up and down the road, fighting with traffic. So if you look at the rows of soybeans, you'll notice there's almost 2 rows for every 15 inches. They're stacked on top of one another, they split away and crisscross. This field was replanted about 4 weeks after it was planted. We didn't get any moisture in the ground when we planted the soybeans, so half of them didn't come up. What did come up is stunted, and the majority of the soybeans you see here were the replant. So that was part of that dry weather we were fighting in the beginning. Not until we got that tropical storm did these beans actually begin to grow, which was towards the end of July, which is getting pretty late for soybeans to get started. So that's why they're short, that's why they're not yielding too good. But they should at least pay for themselves, pay for the land and rent, and might get a few dollars left over so that way we can put it towards paying off bills and doing other things. That part of the field over there, I'm going to wait until I can empty what I have in the bin. It's wetter over there, so get the weight off the combine, float over the mud a little bit better. You're not fighting it. And if you get stuck, you're not stuck. You're just sitting on top of stuff. That I just went on the pass right next to us and didn't have a single problem. And that time I'm still fighting. I don't know what I'm cutting more of, Ruts or beans. This year's been pretty decent. We got saved actually by a tropical storm. It was really dry. We were heading for a bad drought. Corn was looking bad. Beans were looking bad. And then we had a very early tropical storm come up the coast. And it dumped about 6 inches of rain on us, which really went away in almost no time. But it was enough that it saved the crops. We had above average yield on corn, slightly above average yield on soybeans, and overall it's been a good year. We've got enough to pay bills. This is our little 6-wheeler. It only holds about maybe 400 bushel of soybean, but there's no sense bringing the tractor trailer out here because there's not enough beans out here to justify it. I figured on getting about 35 bushel of the acre off this down here. I'm not even sure we'll get that. We'll all fit on this 6-wheeler, and we can get it down to the mill and wrap up harvest 2020. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel, Shorebilly Farmer, on YouTube and Instagram. Don't forget to hit the like button and share with all your friends. Thanks for watching, and goodbye from Delmarva. I think I pushed my luck just a little bit on this field. Maybe next year we'll do rice instead of soybeans or corn. This thing needs a bath.